Some couples participated in a mixed double badminton tournament. If the number of matches played so that no couple played in a match is 840. So then we have to find that how many participants were there in that tournament. Now, mixed double means that in a single match there will be four players, right? Uh, two players in one team, another two player in other team, and also mixed double means out of those two players, one will be male, other one female, right? So let us say that total there will be n number of couples, and it is given that the total number of matches this is 840. So it will see if there are n couples, how many matches we can have in terms of n, and by equating that with 840 we can get the value of n. Also remember we need total number of participants. So if there are n couples, the number of participants will be 2 into n, right? Now let us say the different couples where one is x1 y1. Similarly we have x2 y2, right? x3 y3. We'll write few more x4 y4, and in this manner up to xn yn. Let us say these are the n couples. Now see here, if no couples are participating in a match, right, then in every match you'll have four players, and all those four players will be from different couples, right? You cannot have same couple playing in any match, right? So, and because it is mixed double, so total we need four players. So let us say from these n number of couples, we are selecting any four couple. So that can be done in NC4 number of ways, right? First we'll select four couples, and then from those couples we'll select one person. So then we can ensure that in no match two couples are playing together, right? So NC4, we are selecting any four out of these n couples. Let us say you have selected x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, and x4 y4. Remember, we are not selecting players using NC4. We are selecting any four out of these n couples. Now, once you have selected these four couples, you have to select two male and two female, right? So let us say these are the four male, x1, x2, x3, and x4. So select any two from these four. Maybe you have selected x2 and x4, right? These two male you have selected. So then you cannot select y2 or y4, because in the same match we cannot have a couple playing together or against each other. So once you decide that these two male you have selected x2, x4, the other two female must be y1 and y3, right? So for NC4, number of ways of selecting any four out of these n couples. Then for C2, number of ways of selecting any two male, or you can select female also. So for C2, number of ways of selecting any two male. And once you have decided, you have selected x2 and x4, the other two female must be y1 and y3. So there is only one way of selecting female. Now remember, between these four selected players, right, these are the players that you have selected x1, x4, y1 and y3. So clearly you can see no couples have been selected. Now between these two also you can create two different matches. One possibility will be that you have x1, y1 playing against x4, y3, right? You can combine x1, y1 in one team, x4, y3 in another team, or you can have x2, y3, right? That will be one team, and another team will be x4, y1. So once you select these four players, ensuring that no couples have been selected, out of those four players, there are two male, two female. So you can create two matches among them, right? So this will be the total number of matches, and this is given as 840. And now we have to solve for n. NC4, this will be n factorial by 4 factorial n minus 4, so that you can write as n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and then n minus 4 you can cancel from numerator and denominator. In denominator we have 4 factorial, 4c2 will be 6 into 2, and this is given as 840. So now from here we need to get the value of n. So n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3, and on right hand side 12, so you'll get 2 from here, and 840 you can further break this. So when you write this as product of consecutive integer, you will get 8, 7, 6 and 5. Remember, we do not have to create a bi-quality equation and then solve. On left hand side, we have 4 consecutive integer. Right hand side, you can split as product of 4 consecutive integer. When you write 840 in terms of its factors and also 2 from here, so then finally you will get this number, right? And by equating the corresponding term, you can clearly see that n must be 8. But remember, we had to find the number of persons and not number of couples. So if there are n couples, the total number of persons will be 16. So that should be the correct answer for this problem. Right, so this was one interesting problem where, first we have to see that in every match there are 4 players involved and none of them are from the same couple. So first select any 4 out of those n couples and then 4 male, 4 female, select any 2 male. Once you decide these 2 males have been selected, for female there is no option because Y2, Y4 you cannot select. So for selecting female, only one option. And once you have these 4 players, you can create 2 matches among them. So finally this was the equation. And after that it is calculation only. N is 8, so therefore number of players that will be 16. And that is the correct answer for this problem.